And as this emotional day slowly comes to an end, what happens next is now coming into focus. Who will become the next Pope? NewsNation's Caitlyn Becker is live at New York's St. Patrick's Cathedral as the faithful pay their final respects all over the world, including right here in New York. Good morning, Caitlyn. Walk us through what we will see unfold in the next few days.
Well, Hena, the process for choosing a new pope is really just beginning with Pope Francis's funeral. That triggers a 9-day traditional mourning period called Novem Diales. Now, at the end of that, that's when conclave begins. And conclave is the election process for a new pope. It is shrouded in secrecy, so exactly how it's done is and will remain a mystery. But we do know how it essentially functions. So the cardinals are under 80, specifically under 80, are the ones who are both the pool of prospective popes and the pool of voters. Now, of the 252 cardinals that are out there, the ones above 80 can participate in the debate, but they can't actually vote for the next pope or become the next pope. And you can actually vote for yourself. They're going to be locked in this 5-story residence in the Vatican for as long as it takes, really. There's no end date for conclave here. They vote in the Sistine Chapel. Their ballots are folded up and they're placed in 3 separate urns. Now, the way we will learn of what happens is by smoke signals. Black smokes indicates that there is not a pope chosen. White smoke will indicate that a pope is chosen, and that chosen pope will walk out onto the balcony and greet the public, and that'll be the first time anyone will actually see the pope. The ballots themselves are actually burned, and that creates that black smoke that we will see day in and day out. And for these 135 cardinals that will be part of this conclave process, Hena, they have no access to the outside world. No phone, no internet, no newspapers, no communication. And they don't really know each other. There's no real reason for these cardinals to interact in their daily life. So a big part of conclave is kind of a getting to know you process, Hena.
And most of these cardinals were actually chosen by Pope Francis to be in their position. So, Caitlyn, talk to us about some of the names now being floated as Pope Francis's successor.
You know, it's really important to note that there are no clear frontrunners for Pope because the process is so unique and they don't know each other all that well. It doesn't function like a normal election. However, some names have been kind of batted around, and as you said, Pope Francis himself positioned a lot of these cardinals here. Now, if we're looking historically, majority of popes have come from Europe, the majority of which from Italy, but of course that changed with Pope Francis himself from Argentina. You're looking at some of the faces that could be our next pope. A couple that stand out that are not from Europe is from Africa. You have Pope Robert Sarah. He is a more conservative pope. On the flip side, someone who is more ideologically in line with Pope Francis is Philippines Cardinal Tagle. So you have those 2 options there, but don't necessarily count out Europe. Pietro, sort of like get Pietro's last name. He is the number 2 of the faith. Pietro Parolin. I wanted to make sure I didn't mess that up. That's the Pope's number 2, Pope Francis. He put him as his Secretary of State in 2013. So that's another big contender of someone who could become the next Pope. But Pope Francis, going into this last conclave, was not considered a front runner at all. And we all saw how that turned out. So there really is no easy way to predict who will be the next Pope, Hena.
I do remember the white smoke for Pope Francis all those years ago. Caitlyn Becker, live in New York at St. Patrick's Cathedral. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.